Hey everybody, it's your girlfriend's favorite 20-year-old virgin here. That's a quality intro. Now, you guys may have heard from social media, or I briefly touched up on it in my last video, that I am actually getting kicked out of my apartment, and I know everyone's freaking out about it, and I call it getting kicked out too, but it's not even getting kicked out because it's nothing I really did. I never missed a payment on rents. I was always on time. There were even times when I paid rent early. I took really good care of the place, and obviously I'm not in a relationship and I don't have friends, so it's not like anyone was coming over and causing problems either. And I made a video at the beginning of June talking about how it was my 1-year anniversary in this apartment, and literally like a day or so after that, I actually got a text from my landlord telling me that I needed to move out by the end of July. And this came as a pretty big shock to me because, like I said, I really haven't done anything wrong or worthy of being kicked out for. The only thing I can think of that I've done over the past year is maybe be too loud, because as you guys know, I can get pretty loud when it comes to making these videos sometimes. See, I'm allergic to bullshit! Oh, but not once during the whole year that I've lived here have I ever gotten a noise complaint, so I never even saw an issue with it. Not even my roommate has ever mentioned it, and so I never saw a problem with it. Now, in the same text message that I got from my landlords telling me that I had until the end of July to move out, they said that their son was actually moving into the apartment to take my place, and because I never signed a lease or anything like that, I'm really in no position to argue it legally. Plus, I'm not the type of person to do that anyway. I don't want to cause any trouble. If the landlords want me out of their place, I'm gonna leave no matter where it is. I'm not the type of person that would want to cause any major problems in anyone's lives like that. But then a week or two after that initial text message from my landlords telling me that I had until the end of July to move out, they actually called me up and told me what they told me earlier wasn't correct, and the reason they wanted me to move out was because some big company or something like that was buying out the entire condominium complex, or something closely related to that. I don't even know. Somehow credit was involved, and there was a bunch of other adult stuff they said that I didn't fully understand, and I was like, fuck it, I'm still moving out. It doesn't matter. But overall, this entire situation really sucks because I really like this apartment. I actually have internet here for the first time in my life, because when I lived with my mom, the only way I could get internet was with my hotspot, and then also it's really close in town to both my job and then grocery stores, so I never have to really drive far away for anything. Rent was also super cheap here, but that's because I'm renting out a condominium, not an actual apartment, even though it is basically an apartment. But I honestly wasn't even planning on moving out of this apartment until I had the money later in life to maybe buy a house or something slightly larger than this. That's how much I enjoyed this apartment. I've really liked the place for the past year that I've lived in it, and for the past few weeks I've been looking online for new apartments to stay at, but the only ones I can actually afford are really shitty and small ones, and even those ones are more expensive than the one I'm staying at now. And so obviously the best option would be to get a new roommate and get a 2-bedroom apartment. Like I said earlier, I don't have a lot of friends, but I did ask a few friends that I went to high school with if they'd be interested in moving into an apartment with me, but a lot of them said that they really aren't in the position financially to actually pay for the apartment. So at this point, unfortunately, my only options are to either A, get a really small 1-bedroom apartment that costs me more than what I've been paying for the last year, or of course B, I could move back in with my mom, save a lot more money, and possibly buy that new PC, because I'd be saving a lot more money by living with my mom, and then just wait until the opportunity comes across where I can actually move into a better place with a roommate and hopefully get a decent sized place together. So it all boggles down to that. I'm still not sure what I'm really gonna do. That decision is still up in the air, and it's probably gonna be a last-minute decision, even though that's not what it should be. It's just a really hard choice to make. Like I said, I didn't even want to move out of this apartment until I was ready to get a house or something later on in life. That's how much I love this apartment, but you know, shit happens, that's life, and you just gotta roll with the punches. I just wanted to keep you guys all updated, wanted you guys to know what was going on within my life, and again, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads lately. Obviously, I've been pretty stressed over the past few weeks over finding a new place, and hopefully once all of this blows over, I can try to get back into daily uploading, but we'll see how everything goes. But anyways, guys, I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully I explained everything that's been going on lately. I still have a few more weeks in this apartment before I actually have to move out, and I'm still looking for a place. Once it's decided what happens, obviously I'll let you guys know, and if I move into a new apartment, there will be an apartment tour video and all that. The place will probably be pretty shitty because, like I said, the only ones that are actually open that I can afford are pretty small, condensed places. 1-bedroom apartments that are literally just a bedroom, a bathroom, and then the living room, and that's it. Not much larger than a studio, honestly. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm not gonna ask you to like the video because this wasn't really made for entertainment purposes. I just wanted to update you guys with what was going on, but I will see you all in the next video, whenever that is, and until then, this has been Max. Peace.